All right. That is because I was on mute. Yeah, no sound, no sound. Should have got to the comments right away instead of flapping my lips. Let's get to the comments. Then I would have realized that I had no sound because I was talking and I wasn't looking at the buttons where it said I was muted, and I wasn't yet looking at the comments. We got Todd here. And the first thing I said was that I'm working on the Triadic class, Starship, and the name comes courtesy of this guy right here, Todd. He called it that. Yeah, no audio. Andrew says, are you talking? Yes, I was. Ricardo's here. Hey, Ricardo. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Todd. Hey, Ken. Sorry about that, guys. I was muted. So Ben Spratling's here. Hey, Ben, the awesome diorama king himself, gracing me with his presence. Nice to see you here, Ben. Todd says he'll fix it. Just give it a moment. Yeah, I was muted. I was muted. Simple as that. A silly oversight on my part. No sound, no sound. There we go. There's the sound. There he is. And hand pink waving, face blue, smiling, hand pink. Andrew says, does it keep going to the load circle for anyone else? Sound keeps cutting out. Ken says, me too. So it looks like I'm having some technical problems. I don't see any problems on my end, except for my headphone thing keeps bleeping out. Hold on 1 second. All right, so there's a wrong microphone. How's this? Do I sound any better now? So my mic was reset to the wrong mic. Ben says lots of loss of signal. Todd's getting buffering. Paul's getting buffering. Is it because my compressor kicks on and keeps doing stuff? Oh, same load circle? I don't know. There's a kid here that's doing stuff on the internet. Maybe they're doing something. Oh, Terry's not here? Terry was just sleeping. Oh, okay. I just went and knocked on the door to see if make sure. I'm not using Wi-Fi, Paul. I'm plugged right in. Doug Smith is here. Doug says, hi, gang. So let me get rid of this. Don't need that. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't have anything else open. Not doing anything else. Okay, well, I'm going to continue painting anyways. So it was a nice day today. I was able to take this stuff outside, light block it with the black primer here, a couple coats on there, and then I went to paint the sausage section with the white, and my can ran out, so I had to go to town. I had to go to Walmart and get some spray paint, and I didn't have time to paint these outside before they dried, so I'm just going to do these guys with the airbrush. Got some Tamiya flat white here. I'll turn my compressor back on before it runs out. Got Tamiya flat white, so I'm just gonna paint the insides of these. Let's see, Ben says better now. What's better, the audio or the video? I'm not very tech savvy, so if there's problems with my connection. I don't really know how to fix it. But I figured out that my restream setting had set me back to the default mic on the actual camera, so I wasn't using my good microphone. Paul says buffering seems to have cleared up. All right, I don't know. Maybe there was something going on. Maybe my computer was doing something. I don't know. Thought maybe because the kids were using the internet, but it turns out the kids aren't here. Flip that around. Flip that. So here's the neck. I had to take it apart. I glued it together so that I could build it and modify it. So I had to pry it apart. After I paint it, I'll just sand those edges flat again before reassembling it. Guess I don't really have to worry about that lower part getting painted white. All right, look at that. Ran out just in time. Okay, let's get this cleaned out. Everyone seems to be agreeing that my signal is better. Ben, Paul, everyone says it's better. Ben says the whole video had been like stuck loading for seconds at a time, but it's smooth now. Paul says, going back under my rock. Well, you can watch from under the rock, right, Paul? You can peek out from the bottom. Still watch. Todd said, it seems to be much better now. All right, excellent. Thanks, everyone, for letting me know. I don't know what was going on. Some kind of internet hiccup or something like that. I'm just cleaning my brush here. Clean out the old airbrush. All right. Off. Oh, I still have more. I still got this. Well, we're not going to be working on this right now anyways. The secondary hull. I'm not going to be working on that right now anyways. Just going to blow some air on these for a minute. Just give it a little drying boost. All right, let me move all these for a second. And we're going to start with the neck. So I want to put that back together. It's kind of the center of everything. So I want to get rid of this. Try and get that as smooth as possible. And I'm going to put a light or two in here. And see if we can put a light for this. The photon burrito launcher. I'm going to try to do that with a couple of fiber optics, so I think I can get away with just one LED inside there. I'm going to want that front piece. I'm going to want that cap. All right, let's grab this. I want it to be smooth and I want the paint and the glue gone, but I don't want to take off too much material because then it's going to interfere with the fit of the saucer on top and the secondary hull. It's going to be all loose if I make it too narrow. Just want to get enough so that it's nice and smooth. I can get a good connection. So I was happy to see that Andrew made a lot of progress today, or this evening, on his Enterprise D project there. There. It looks rough here, but I think it's smooth enough. Go with my filing board. Gonna have to get a few more of these. They're nice handy little board. All right. Almost had a disaster there. So we're gonna need this. Some of this stuff. Cord. cord for this was kind of short. I couldn't get it all the way out. There we go. Turn the soldering iron on. Let's get the let's get our fixie dealo. Get this thing off of here. I got some extra stuff on mine. Yeah, hey, we already got what's this one? I don't know what light this is. I think it might be a green one. But I'm not sure. I better find out so that I can put it back where it's supposed to be. Put it back where it belongs. Oh, yeah, so that's green. That's a green one. Where's my box of lights? That can go in here. And grab some of these plain white ones. They're just white. Plain white lights. And we need a red one. Ooh, I only got 2 of those left. Let's see, and I got 1 of these. Actually red. I think I'll just use that one. Because I might want the 2 individual ones for the other torpedo launcher that's on the roll bar. This one right here. Because it's going to be bigger and they're further apart. So I'll probably need 2 separate ones on that piece. This one's small enough that I can get away with 1 and then just have the 2 fiber optics branching off of it. If anybody is doing anything as they're watching, let me know what's going on. I know you guys were chatting on Andrew's stream, but I was out driving around, so I didn't get to see everything. And I didn't get to hear what you guys were doing. I could probably get away with using some of these. Got a lot of them. Just plain white. Yellow. I don't know what I'm ever going to do with yellow lights. Green. Orange. Purple. Lights I'll probably never use, but hey, it's kind of cool to have them. All right, let's see what this one is. I think this one's a white one. That one is nothing. We'll get this the wrong way. There we go. Okay, so that's a plain white. So we can use that. All right, so what I got to do... Help me out here, guys. What do I got to do? What do I got to do? Get a couple of these. A little bit of this. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. And I'll say this much I can work with. I got to find the piece in the kit that goes here. Russ says I was working on my build, getting ready for bed now. Oh, so he built a bed, and now he's going to get in it and go to bed. Now Russ is building this super cool pathogen lab in space that looks like Science North. And if you don't know what that is, Science North is a science thing up here in the north. It's like a science center with all kinds of exhibits in it. It's pretty cool. Let me see. We got the box here. What do I need? That one? No. Not there. It's not there. I think I got to get to the other box. Yes, the other box. Ladies and gentlemen, the other box. This one should probably have the pieces I need. Yes, this is the Enterprise one. I got the box tops mixed up. Just got the shuttle there. And I believe this is what I need. Not a lot of detail on that. Not very good at all. There's my deflector. That's going to be my deflector dish. It fits nicely right in there. It's going to be actually more like this, because it fits nicely right in here. Fits right on that. I'm going to cut that out so that we can see this inside. All right, let's get the piece we need. Right here. Let's get my clippy clip. I think it goes in right up against this little wall here. All right, we need holes. We need holes in it. Needs to have holes. Where's my Drillio? All right, so what I'm going to try to do, can't guarantee success, but what I want to do is drill right through it, of course, in the middle. Right like this. It's about as close as I'm going to get to the middle. Now, switch to a smaller bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to square out the part that I drilled about halfway in. So we got the one hole in the back for the fiber to go through. I'm going to kind of just try to carve this out a little bit. So we've got that cylindrical shape, sort of rectangular. little more detail. So I'm just going in with my bit here as if it was a very tiny end mill. Like that. Just like that. A little bit more into this end right here. Just a bit uneven. Try to get it sort of as square as I can. Whoops. Don't want to do that. Okay. I think that'll do. And if we can focus, go on, focus, make like a forward. There we go. And we can see we kind of got almost a rectangular hole there. It's close. Once there's a fiber optic in there, and then I fill it with resin, should be good to go. Good to go. Okay, let's see. Where's my painty marquee thingy? Painty marquee thingy. Here, I'm just going to use this just to get the inside of this thing. It's pretty thick, but just in case it's bright in there, let's get some black coat on the inside. Okay. Quick blast. Just a quick blast of hot air. Some glue out. All right, let's see. Let's get this in like so. you know, instead of having the little mushroomed up tip, I think what I'm going to do is sink it down in there a little bit. Yeah. Oh, that went flying. All right, let's get a little glue. Just a wee drop right like that. Okay, so I'm going to put it through the top. It's going to come all the way down. I'm just doing it this way because I don't want glue to be around the hole there. We're just going to go right into it so it's kind of flush with the inner hole. Just flush with the inner one there. Oh, I forgot to make Ricardo's homemade kicker with diluted baking soda. I'd be able to use that right now. Alas, I did not. It got stuck. Oh no. Oh, fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks. A little bit of difficulty with that one. Okay, so let's put that to the side. Give that a chance to get dry. Our little light going. I'm going to need a resistor. Because it's a red one. And I still don't know how to use resistors properly, so I'm just going to keep using the same one that I've been using the whole time. This looks like it's been clipped, so let me just make sure. Okay. We'll cut this off. And we'll cut this off. A little bit of schmoo on this. A little bit of schmoo on that one. Get them both all nicely schmooed up. Red wire. Black wire. It's like, where'd my resistor go? I found it. Just got to clean off my tip. There. Look at me go. All right. Now, before I go too far, let's get the little shrinky dinks out. Where? Another thing I have to get more of. Running out of everything. Where are my scissors? All right, let's just get this whole thing right there. Piece on this one. All right, so now the trick is to get one out here. That's pretty tight. Just gonna put a tiny amount of glue around it. All the way around. So we want a long I'm going to say sleeve. Let's get in there. Look at where it crosses over. So we'll go to where it meets up. Just cut it here. I want to see if I can get the end. I'm going to cut just a tiny little collar right here. And I want to see if I can get that to squish down. There, so it kind of stays side by side. Into there. Let's see if I did it. Get the wire. Get the power. There. There. Lights on. And there. Kind of looks like. Yay. Did it.
What in the name of heaven is this?
It's my floating Doritos. All right. So what do I want to do now? What I want to do now is put that in there. Oh, maybe I should probably paint that. Oh, that's like sort of gray. That's like sort of a, not a dark gray, but a, yes, you may have a light. Maybe this one? This is steel gray. I'm going to imagine that this is made out of steel. Ben said it's a little bit out of focus. Oh, let me see if I can get a better focus there. I think in low light conditions, my camera doesn't focus all that well. But yeah, there's not a lot of detail on this piece here. It's just smooth. It's got the two bumps where the holes are, and it's just smooth. It's nothing special about it. I'm gonna use this steel gray. Why not? Oh, let's give it a whirl with our. Whoa, wee! We got so many cords and shit. What the hell? Where's everything tangled? This one's really short. Okay. Yeah, she. I was trying to put that in front of the camera, but the cord's too short. The cord is too short. We can take the light off for now. Let's see. We got a little brush. What do I got for a brush? There's one. Got one. Got a brush. Just a little one. Little brush. Little tiny brush. Tiny. Little squirt there. Change my glasses so I can see. Put these guys on. Look at that. Whoa, I couldn't see everything. Whoa, it's so big. Yeah. So that's what she said. Oh. It looks like that all filled with glue. Don't want that filled with glue. You must remove that glue. Oh, this glue is still wet in there. Oh, that's not good. Now it's on my drill bit. My drill bit is going to be all glue. Yeah. This is not good. Yeah, I'm just going to clean it up with this. Yeah, I have some. I swear, I got the thirstiest dog ever. It's old. It's dried up. That's true. Spills half the water on the floor. So yeah, I'm old, tired, and thirsty. All right, well, let's see if I can get some paint on this. bad. Probably about as nice as that's gonna get. Barely see that anyway. See if I can get the inside a little bit. All right, so that's gonna be something like this, something like that. It goes right up in the little thingy. So I want to try to get that light out of the way of my windows. So let's bend it down right there. So I can pretty much glue it down to right there and it should be good. All right, let's get a little glue right there. So I'm gluing that down to this bottom part right here so it stays out of my way of the windows. That's like that. And I'll go. I have a little clip. Use this one. Clip that on there. Give it a second. Give that a good second. Okay, so I'm gonna want, let's see, glue there. I'm gonna want to get rid of that glue before I get it all over everything else. Okay. Let me just size up the other piece here to see if I gotta make any major adjustments. I don't think so. Looks like it's gonna a little gappy. I might have to just trim that a little bit. I'll just shorten the end here to make myself a little bit more room. Or I should say a little bit less room. So I go right on there. That's not bad. It closes up. Still a bit of a gap there. I can squeeze it, but I'm just gonna get a little bit more off this. There. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. Now, let us use our Omnifixo like this and like this. Oh, hold this up. That can bend down and out of the way. Probably won't need this much wire, but better to have more than not enough. Okay, so I think I can get away with probably just one inside this whole thing will do it. But we can do one like this, I think. What if I wish I had some well, I have some flat LED strips, but they're 12 volts and I don't work on 12 volts, I work on 3 volts. Ben says, always cool to see a lit torpedo launcher. Super late in my time zone, so I am off to bed. Okay, Ben, thank you so much for coming by, man. I appreciate you being here and tuning in for a little bit. I was a major fan of your dioramas at Wonderfest, your little set pieces, the Voyager sick bay and the Captain Picard's ready room. All those were fantastic. So yeah, man, keep up the good work, and I hope you make it to Wonderfest again next year. Looking forward to seeing more from you. Have a nice night, Ben. You take care. All right, so I think if I put one sort of right here, we're gonna flatten the little ridge off the side here. You know, I think if I file this to a wedge, let's see what happens. File this to a wedge and we'll see how it disperses the light. I want it flat on both sides kind of anyway, so I can have enough room for it in there. So that should be really bright. Oh yeah. So if I have this thing sitting like right there, that's going to light up the interior pretty nicely. Let's move this to right there. So I'll put it right there so I can work off of it. All right, time for a fresh glue. That one's done for. It's just done for. Eh. I wonder what time zone Ben Spratling is in. This is super late. Must be across the way, across the pond. All right. Let's get a little drippy droppy. Drippy droppy to glue. Why is it not coming out? There. It came out. It came out just fine. I'm going to stick it right like that. Just like that. And we're going to need another one. Oh, dropped it twice. See, I'd like it to kind of be right there, but all right. So we're just gonna flatten the one side of this one. Actually, you know what? I will flatten both sides because it disperses the light better, I find. Okay. So I want it to be sort of hanging down there. Right about like that. Okay, some glue. I'll get my glue gun out. My very low-tech glue gun. I actually did find my glue gun today when I was looking for paint, but it's the little one, and I don't have the little glue sticks. I only have the big ones. So we're just going to do it like that. Stick this guy right like that. Squish it down like so. Now, let's see about hooking these up together. These ones. Nice, thick, strong, flat ones. Bend this over. Like so. This one. Like so. Okay. Put a little flux on the man there. Not sure how I should do this. I'm gonna try this in a different place. Getting right up here is probably better. Oh, I better get some Better get some paint on that before. I don't think it's going to interfere too much. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I should just put a little thing on that. Yeah, it should take care of that part of it. Takes care of that part, so I'll just use my pen here. And I'll see how much I can get in here with this. Can't really get in there. Should have did that before I put it together, but I did not think of it. So, oh well. It's as good as we got. Let's see, maybe it was enough. If there was like a little bit, like this amount of red right there, that's not going to interfere with the white lights. The white lights are going to be way brighter. So should be good. Should be fine. Okay, so let's see where I can get this one mounted in a way that I can work off of this one. Unless I go right off of this. Let's see. If I got this one on. Okay, so let's get power to one light. So if I add this one, all right, so I should be able to solder that to there. Okay, shorter one is black. The longer one is red. Paul just noticed that. Doug says, sorry, had to bail. My cousin called. That's okay, Doug. No worries. And Paul is here with a $5 super chat. Paul, lemon character and baby lemon blowing a party horn while marching. All right, that's some kind of emojis. Thank you so much, Paul. I really, really appreciate that. That's very kind of you, man. Every little bit helps in our efforts to make it to Louisville for Wonderfest to see Paul and everybody else that's there. It's a long trip from here, and anything helps. So, Paul, thank you so much. Let's see if this is back there. Is it gonna shine in there enough? Let's see how much we got just with the one. So it's lighting those ones up really good down there. So yeah, we need something else here. We need another one. But I just kind of want it lifted up off the surface there. So I'm going to do that. Curl this up a little bit. And I'll see if I can get some glue in there. Paul says, I could send a super chat. I had to send a sticker. Yeah, I should be able to. I don't know. Do I not have super chats on? It should be on. Honestly, I don't know the difference. I thought a sticker was a thing. He says I could not. I'll have to take a look at my settings. See if I can get that right there. Let me just I wonder if I can even get to that. Hold on. Studio, I think. Super thanks, super chat, super stickers. All should be active. I don't know. I'm not sure why you're not able to do that, Paul. But I do appreciate the fact that you tried. And I think he's saying good night. Good night to you too, sir, if that's what you're saying. I don't really have too much experience with the subject on this chat super stuff, so I don't really know how to deal with the settings. All right, so let's get a little bit of this. Well, that kind of heats up the glue, and it made the thing all loose. All loosey-goosey. That's a right awful mess, but 'tis what it is. 'Tis what it is. Okay, so now I gotta get this one over there. Maybe I'll give that a second to solidify. Give it a bit of time to get hard. A little time to get hard. Come on, get hard. Ow. Ran down onto my thumb. Onto my thumb. Ow. I stuck my hand on it. I stuck my hand in the hot solder. That's pretty good. This wire is kind of out in the way. And this one is... we'll just see if we can get these down and around out of the way. All right, there we go. I was about to say, where's my red photon torpedo lights, but they are not hooked up yet. Hey, it's my brother. How's it going, bro? I'd say hi. He's off to the sack. He's gonna go. He's going to the sack. Well, thanks for stopping by, my brother. I appreciate that, my brother Jerry. Gotta come and visit you there sometime. In a bit since I saw you. How long ago was that comment? A few minutes ago. Wasn't paying attention, Jer. I was concentrating on what I was doing, so I missed your comment. But thank you. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Okay, I can still see a little bit of red in here. So let's see if we can sort of move that a little bit more. Bend that out of the way. There we go. Bend that down like so. And we can even get our photon burritos hooked up just by adding these two together. Like so. And like so. So I know Jerry said you're going to bed, but in case you haven't gone to bed yet, boom. There's our red lights and our white lights. These are just always going to be on. I don't have control boards and flashing lights and things like that. So let me show you what this is going to be. And let's see here. Do other ships. Looking in my files. Thousands, literally thousands of pictures of starships on my files here. It kind of makes it hard to find things sometimes. Where is that picture? I've showed it before. Well, it's in the thumbnail, that's for sure. It's right there in the thumbnail. Right there. So it's kind of like an Enterprise, but it's got the extra piece from the Reliant propped up in between the two nacelles there, so it gives it a third nacelle. I'm gonna light the fronts of it. I got them painted. This is just a small model. There's no lights. It's just painted. I'm gonna light those fronts red. I'm gonna light those photon burrito things on the roll bar. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be nice. Minimalize. No, that's not. What? No. Remove. There we go. I had to remove. I don't know why it was doing that. But it's nice to see Jerry here. Nice to see my brother stop in. Appreciate that. All right, I'm not too worried about the paint. I'm still trying to figure out a way to get rid of these panel lines. I tried sanding them. It might come to having to fill them in with putty or just leave them. Could just leave them there too. Doesn't really make that big of a deal. It's not that much of a difference to me anyways. Got a couple chunks here from where I pulled it up. I had to open it up and pull it apart. That's no big deal. That'll be filled with filler. Filled with filler. Fill it in with filler. Filler. Okay. There's that and that. All right. So there's the neck. Kind of done. I guess I could glue it together. I have a clear path all the way through so I can run other wires right through it. I'm going to leave them long for now. I don't know how much I'm going to have to cut those. So yeah, I might as well glue this together. Get a little right there. All right. That's that. Keep my glue. Gonna need that. Oy. Oy. Okay. This stuff out of the way. Get totem away. Totem away. All right, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? Well, first of all, we're going to put this to the side. Okay, so these are nice and dry. Let's get the smooth one and the smooth one. So that's our center one with the two open chiller grills. The port and starboard ones will be just one-sided. The center one gets two. There's a lot of work to do on this, so I can't really build this up yet, because not only do I need 4 red lights, because there's 2 in the front, 2 in the back. I need power going through at least one side of this, because it has to come down the middle. Actually, it's going to be down here. It's got to come through here to the center nacelle, and it's got to come up from one of the other nacelles. So at least one side. Maybe I'll go one side on this side and one side on this side. I'm going to try this. Oh, great. All right, well, the center of it fell apart, but there we go. So this copper tape here, this is made for stained glass. So when you do stained glass work, you put this copper tape around the outside edge of your glass, and then it allows you to solder the frame of the stained glass to the glass. Because otherwise you can't solder glass. But when you put this on, you can. So I'm going to try this for running my power up these pylons here, because they're pretty flat. There's no space in between. Absolutely no extra room in there. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's going to go to the side. Got my chillers. I gotta wait until, yeah, I can't even build this. Well, I guess I could build it. No, I can't, because the grills have to go on from the inside. I won't be able to apply that from the outside once it's all built. So I can't really do this either. But what I can do is make the cap for the rear end. And I can do that for all of them. So let's start by lining it up. And look at this thin tape here. Okay, so we're just gonna go around. Temporarily hold it together. This. Like so. And just to be extra secure, a little bit around here. Okay, I can turn off the soldering iron, get rid of that. I'm trying to get in the habit of putting things back. Done. Okay, so I got a nice, well, it's not nice yet, but I'm hoping it will be someday. All right, so now I'll get my piece of this wide tape. So we're just gonna go right over that. I'll get the moose antler tool here. Rub that down. And get the pencil. And go around with the pencil. There. And then I get the plastic. Trying to stay a little bit outside the line so that I can file back. All right. Not going to worry about keeping my piece of tape because each one of these is going to be a little bit different from each other. Not going to be the same. So just kind of wiggling it around, squeezing it, pulling it, the heat from my hands makes it a little bit more malleable than it might be. Pop that guy right on like that. All right. do this thing like I do a tang. Let's just get rid of some of that paint. Stupid fingers. They weren't finging for me. Don't you hate it when your fingers don't thing like they're supposed to? Couldn't send a super chat. I wonder. I wonder why that is. I wonder if other people have been trying to do that and haven't been able to. Probably not, but I wonder. Because that was actually the first one of those that I've had in quite a while, so I don't know if YouTube randomly changes your settings or something, or maybe I don't qualify for it anymore for some reason. I don't know. Squeeze this down. Hold it with the meat clamps. Hold her down with the meat clamps for a second. Oh, I should have only glued the one side. Silly me. Get that apart before it solidifies too much. It's probably locked in there pretty good already. Totally forgot my own strategy there. So let's get this popped off one side there. Perfect. That's what we want. Just clean that up so I can re-glue it later. I've forgotten my strategy. I still need this open so I can work inside here and put lights and all the goodies. But now that it's actually light blocked, oh, there goes the bottle of stuff. Okay, so we got this. Let's put this down. Let's get here's my light all prepared. Just gonna put it on the one side here. I only have one of these little foam thingies cut right now. So we're just gonna put this, that's gonna go right like that. I'll put this guy on. Something like this. Looks like we'll have to cut the corner away a little bit. Like that. Like this. All right, so we want that in here. Just gonna use a little piece of tape for now. here. A little bit at this end. Like so. I'll glue that in place when it comes time. This isn't going to be right up against here anyway. That's where the chiller grill is going to be. But just for the sake of testing my light here, I want to have it right up to the side. Let's see, let's get the power. I got the power. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Turn this off. There we go. Hey. That's going to be pretty good. I think that's going to be awesome. I don't know. What do the three of you think? Whoever's still here. Cameron, Mary, and somebody else. Maybe Doug. What do you think of that? The other side. Well, the other side is just the light. So it's in there. But yeah, there we go. That's pretty cool. And it seems to like not really matter. Well, I guess it kind of matters a little bit. But boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm going to see if I can get my hands on some of that lenticular plastic, which is just this stuff here, but with much larger ridges. We just got little ridges here. We want bigger ridges. I don't have any more plastic anyways. That's the last little scrap piece that I have. So there, that's pretty good. Let's take our clips off the neck piece. Right in the neck piece. Put my light to the side for now. This is going to need a lot of fixing and adjusting again, because I had to take it apart. Mainly just the back and the front bit here. Got a little bit of an uneven seam. I'll have to do a lot of sanding and filling. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Let me get a file. Nice round one. Mary says, looks awesome. Johnny said it does. Looks awesome so far. All right, thank you. Yeah, I think those are going to look good. Once I get those clear pieces made, I think they're going to look pretty good. It's too bad my original idea didn't work with cutting in between the bars. It would have worked if I did it right in the first place. But I learned, and if I ever do it again, I know how to do it properly so that it will work in the future. This time we're going to go with clear pieces. So I'll be able to make those fairly easily. Just a minute, Paco. I'm almost done, buddy. 5 more minutes and I'll give you a drink and some food. This back part. I don't have the sausage section, so I can test fit it, but I do have the secondary hull. Oh, there's a whole other piece. Oh, there's a whole other piece. That's right. There's a big piece right there that the neck goes into. I do not have that. I do not have that piece. Well, I have the piece, but it's in the box. And it hasn't been light blocked. I forgot about that piece. All right. We're not going to do that. But that looks good. Feels smooth. Maybe a little bit more off of the end right here. Even that out. It's going to be up underneath the bottom of the sausage, so you're not going to see it anyway. Bangity boom, boomity bang. That's going to be all up inside. Still try and get some of the paint off so I get a better glue job on it. The smoother and cleaner, the better. But we'll save that for next time. I'm going to work on seeing if I can smooth that out. And all this stuff right here. I want to try and see if I can get rid of those lines. Still got to repaint the inside of this with the white paint. Not bad on my Arboretum windows, though. I drilled those out by hand, and it's not perfect, but hey, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. But there we go. That's what I've got done for today. And if you want to see more of this, tune into the HTM group stream, Sunday Fun Day, tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And that'll be a group of us guys, and we're sitting around working on models, giving each other a hard time, cracking jokes, and learning stuff. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, it's just plain a lot of fun. That's all. A lot of cool people there, so tune in for that tomorrow. HTM, not my channel, but the HTM channel. I'm going to try to get a video out. SDM Productions popping in right at the end here. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming. just about wrapping it up, but I do this every Saturday at 11. So come back next weekend and check me out. And as I was saying, we do group streams every Friday at 9 and every Sunday at 4. And we got all kinds of other modelers in the group who are doing solo streams all week long. So go to the HTM YouTube channel. There's a schedule there. I don't have the schedule in my thing.
Unable to comply.
No, I couldn't. Let me see if I can find it.
Command functions are offline.
No. Is it here? Nope.
Negative.
Okay, well, I don't have it.
Inaccurate. Data in error.
SMD Production says, have a good one, y'all. You have a good one, too. I'm out of here for now. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the Sunday Fundy group stream. Thanks to Paul Tackett for the super sticker chat there earlier. I really appreciate that, Paul. Like I said, every little bit helps us get to Wonderfest and helps me get supplies and tools and things I need to work on these models. So we appreciate that. Johnny says, great stream. Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate you too, buddy. So let's get out of here. Let's roll the beautiful Starship footage. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on Sunday Fun Day. Bye for now.